simulation, illusion, aliens, creators, an experiment, elite, controllers. They made all this. They made us. They control us. They programmed us. They simulated us. It's not even us. All of those things. All of the other life forms and all of the other possibilities that we all speculate. The ancients, everyone before us, every single thing. From conspiracy theories to very justifiable or realistic theories or possible theories. All of them so super intelligent, so super smart, so highly advanced. And after a while, what gets shafted? Who gets shafted? Nature. Nature gets shafted. Just a sandbox. That's all it is. It's a sandbox place, a sandbox game, where all these other really highly intelligent things had all of the plans. They're the ones who had all of the ideas. This is all part of their plan. This is all their ball in motion, right? How much time have you spent in that? That's deep bush, my friend. And you'll find it in every woods, and you'll find it in every forest. You think we're moving through that in the middle of the night? You think we're moving through that when the sun goes down? Without the moon? Without a decent phase of the moon? Nobody's moving through that. Not us. I wonder how we would solve that problem. I wonder how nature does. I wonder how many animals and critters do stuff by the light of the moon. We certainly know how many do stuff by the light of the sun. Let me tell you about who the super genius really is. Let me tell you about the real designer, the real creator. Oh, but no. We're just not too... We understand that. Yeah, respect. We understand that. But there has to be a figurehead. There has to be something like us in our image. It must have a head, eyes, something. It has to be conscious. It has to think like us. Hey. That may be true. But if it's true, and it doesn't put this at the head, then what you're doing is you're insisting on the separation. Insisting on the separation, that you are separate from this. When you say, oh, but nature, trees, they don't move like us, they don't think like us. Animals, they don't think like us. They scratch the surface, maybe, of some behaviors like us. But nothing as complex and dynamic as we. Not to the point of that complex dynamic awareness that we describe for ourselves. No. That consciousness, not conscious like we are. No. But if they were, how would they be? I'll tell you how they would be. The same way you don't think of your kidney as being dumb. You don't look at your heart, the actual muscle. You don't look at your organs and stuff and say, well, they don't have a brain. You don't look at it that way because you know that your organs, you know that all those tissue, you know that all those networks and systems all make up and all are a part of the body, which houses the brain, but the body is not just the brain, and the brain is not just the body. It's all together, isn't it? So, you're looking at nature, and you're calling out nature. You're looking for the similarities, but you got it in reverse. Nature already has the brain. Nature already has the consciousness. Come on. Let's go back and I'll tell you why. The whole entire planet is one collective organism. It's not rocket science anymore. It's well understood now. It gets a lot more respect than it once did as the once heavily treated, and it still is for many, the heavily treated sandbox place that it is. That's just full of all these Minecraft material for us to be the creators. And you look out there and you say, well, that's okay. It's okay for me to dig up the earth. It's okay for us to do all of that stuff because we're the focal heads, we're the brains. We're the ones who can speak and dynamically communicate. Yeah. We're the brains of nature. We're the voice. We're the parts. And yeah, that makes us very special. It certainly does, so long as we remain humble. But it's your right. If you don't want to be humble, that's fine. I remain humble because humble is a good frequency. It's a great frequency. It allows you to be very compatible, and when you're compatible, you hear everything. And you see everything. And when you use the word know, notice how I didn't say you know everything, because you don't even need to use the word know. Who the hell cares what you know in a percentage sense? Who cares if you know 98% of it? Or if you're only halfway there? You've given yourself an end goal, a result. You've decided for yourself when you're a god. Have you decided for yourself when, at what point, at what percentage you'll be enlightened? Is that how you live? How sure are you of that? And why would you want to be sure of that? If we're going to be that way, then we're enlightened already. And the only thing we need to do is just believe it. To truly believe it. How do you truly believe something? You can't act it out. You don't necessarily follow particular steps, although there are heaps of steps that definitely help, or can help. You just live it, right? You live it. You live your belief.